Merry Christmas, Jamie. You have to tell me what you want for Christmas, Jamie. You just have to.
I already told Santa Claus what I want for Christmas.
Well, you know, Santa Claus, he gets very busy around this time of year, Jamie. Sometimes he even asks us parents to help out.
I already told Santa.
Damn it, Jamie! Tell me what you want for Christmas! Put the cookie down! Yeah, that's from the movie. 100%. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another installment of Home Media Reviews. This review is on Jingle All the Way. Before we get started here, I want to apologize for my voice sounding a bit off in this video. At least it sounds kind of off to me right now. I'm a bit under the weather, nothing serious or anything, just a little congestion up here. Haven't quite gotten over that yet. That shouldn't affect my review of Jingle All the Way, though, because I watched it when I was feeling pretty good. So let's go ahead and jump right into the history section of Jingle All the Way. So Jingle All the Way hit theaters on November 22nd, 1996. I didn't see this in theaters. I don't think I need to state this, but I wasn't born yet, so I couldn't have seen this in theaters. Fun fact, though, this movie barely made back its budget in the theater. I think it had like a $60 million budget, and it barely made it back. It was kind of a flop when it first came out, which surprises me because this movie has kind of a cult following now on the internet. There's a bunch of people out there who think this movie is like a bona fide classic or something. I, of course, saw it for the first time for this review. I watched my Blu-ray that I picked up on Black Friday last year. I didn't watch the extended cut. I only watched the theatrical cut, which we'll talk about the differences later. There's really not much of a difference, but there is something there to the extended cut. Jingle All the Way then hit VHS in October of 1997. Not quite a full year after it hit theaters, but cutting it pretty close there. The DVD then hit store shelves in November of 1998. They were pretty quick at getting this out on that new format. You remember last week we talked about The Grinch and how it took forever for that to get to Blu-ray, but for DVD, they were right on the money with The Grinch there, and they were right on it with Jingle All the Way, too. This DVD was also reprinted on October 12, 2004. It keeps the same poster art. That's why the image isn't changing on your screen right now. I couldn't find a clipper case variant of this on Google Images, which I assume the 1998 print was a clipper case, because that was like the standard for DVD packaging back then. On October 16th, 2007, the Family Fun Edition DVD hit store shelves, and this was the first time the extended cut was released to the public. Every release after 2007 includes the extended cut. Up until then, you could only see the theatrical cut. Jingle All the Way then hit Blu-ray on December 2nd, 2008, again with the extended cut included. October 6, 2009 brings us the Holiday Favorites Blu-ray set, and I think we talked about this before. Yes, we did, because this includes Home Alone, as well as Miracle on 34th Street, and Jingle All the Way. So yeah, we did talk about this back when I reviewed Home Alone. Rewatched that this year, and it's a bona fide classic, man. I can't get enough of Home Alone. It's so good. The very next year, on November 9th, 2010, the Christmas Collection Blu-ray set hit store shelves, and we've also talked about this one because it included Home Alone 2, as well as the live-action Christmas Carol and Miracle on 34th Street. There was a Blu-ray/DVD combo pack that hit store shelves on October 11th, 2011. I'm sorry if it seems like I'm speeding through this history section. I really don't have much to say on these. They're pretty stock standard releases. The poster art gets changed every now and then, but there's really not anything significant about any of them past 2007 when the extended cut was released. October 8th, 2013 brings us the Jingle All the Way / Deck, The Halls Blu-ray 2-pack. I have never heard of this Deck, the Halls movie. Let me know down in the comments if you have and if it's any good. October 6, 2015 brings us a Blu-ray and DVD reprint. It's got new artwork, and this is the artwork that's on my copy that I will be showing off in the close-up section. So, pretty sure mine was just back stock I found on bestbuys.com for Black Friday. There were 2 DVD sets that were released on October 10th, 2017 that included Jingle All the Way. One of them was a 2-pack, which included Home Alone, which again I think we talked about during the Home Alone HMR, so you guys already knew about that. The other one had 4 movies in it. This one had Jingle All the Way, its sequel, Jingle All the Way 2, starring Larry the Cable Guy. I don't know. Hollywood, why are you doing this? Deck, the Halls movie, and Mr. Popper's Penguins, starring Jim Carrey. Now that one I've actually seen. I saw that when I was maybe 10. I think my parents rented it from Redbox or something. I don't remember a lot about it. I just remember it being kind of weird because the CGI penguins didn't look very real. If they were CGI, I honestly do not remember a lot about that movie. On November 1st, 2022, the Disney Movie Club brought us an exclusive Blu-ray set, which included Jingle All the Way, Home Alone, Miracle on 34th Street, and the live-action A Christmas Carol. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us to the end of the history section, because that's the most recent copy of Jingle All the Way that you can pick up right now. And I guess it also serves as a update to the Home Alone HMR, since we covered that, 2 years ago? Has it really been 2 years since we covered Home Alone? That's crazy. Yeah, I guess it was, because we covered Home Alone 2 last year. And then that was 2021, so yeah. Like I said, that brings us to the end of the history section. Let's go ahead and move right along to the close-up. Alrighty, everyone. Here's your close-up look at Jingle All the Way. Blu-ray disc logo up there at the top. Blu-ray plus digital. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jingle All the Way. Look at me, I'm so perplexed because I had to get the Turbo Man doll for little Anakin Skywalker. Put the cookie down! Includes both the theatrical version and the extended director's cut. You know, I've owned this for over a year now, and I had no idea that there was a extended director's cut of Jingle All the Way. I'm going to have to watch that for this review. This is going to be amazing. But there's your poster art with little Anakin Skywalker holding the Turbo Man doll and Arnold Schwarzenegger looking perplexed that his career has led him to be in this movie. Don't worry, Arnold. You'll star in Collateral Damage a few years later, and you'll still want to kill yourself. Collateral Damage is not good. 20th Century Fox logo, Jingle All the Way. Portrait of Arnold from the front. Blu-ray disc logo. The back features Arnold again holding the Turbo Man doll and a mail worker, I think. A tough act to beat. Barcode. Blurb about the movie. Special features. Your digital HD breakdown, how that all works. Tech specs and stuff. Pretty standard release for a 20th Century Fox movie. And if we open it up, there's your Blu-ray disc. You got Arnold dressed up as Santa with a Blu-ray bar down there at the bottom. Alright, everybody, that wraps up your close-up for the Jingle All the Way Blu-ray. Let's move right along to the menu tour. Alrighty, everyone. Here's your menu tour for Jingle All the Way. This menu's kind of weird. So we've got the Turbo Man dolls being assembled in the background. We only have 2 options. We can choose either the theatrical version or the extended cut. I'm going to click theatrical and see what happens. Oh, okay, here we go. So we got Play, setup, scenes, or special features. Let's take a look at setup. For audio, we have a 5.1 DTS HD mix, Spanish 5.1, and French 5.1. And for subtitles, we got Thai, Korean, Mandarin, Cantonese, Spanish, and English. Wow, that's a lot of subtitles. I gotta give them props for that. How do I get out of here? And then for scenes, we have little screenshots and titles and numbers. That's crazy. Look at that. We got 24 scenes? Or no, that's an end credits scene. We got 22 scenes, 23 with the end credits, and then the post-credits scene there. How about that? And for special features, we have play extended cut, extended and deleted scenes, and featurettes. What's in the extended and deleted scenes? We have Howard buying doll from woman on street, Howard and Mall Santa in car, Mall Santa breaks into song, Howard and Mall Santa's fight, Howard and Myron in diner, and Howard riding home with tow truck driver. I'm guessing Arnold's character in this movie is named Howard. I don't know, I haven't watched it yet. Making of a Hero, Super Kids, and Turbo Man behind the mask. So I guess there's no way to get back to the original menu to select the extended cut. I'm guessing if you chose the extended cut and you went over to special features, it would say play theatrical cut. But anyway, that's your menu tour. Let's go ahead and head on back and answer the 5 main questions as always. Alright, so we're back from the close-up. Now it's time to answer the 5 main questions as always. Number 1, where can you pick this product up? If you're a Disney Movie Club subscriber, you can pick it up right now. I haven't seen it on store shelves at all this year. Not at Best Buy, not at Target, not at Walmart. So, I guess Disney Movie Club. Or the secondary market, like eBay and stuff like that. Number 2, is this product still being printed nowadays? Technically, yes, because it's included in that Blu-ray set. That's a Disney Movie Club exclusive. Number 3, should you pick this product up? I was very cautiously optimistic going into Jingle All the Way because I had heard from multiple people that this was either the most campy, fun Christmas movie they'd ever seen or the worst thing since Satan himself. What's my opinion on it? I think it's a bad movie. But it is highly enjoyable. This is one of those bad movies that you enjoy watching just because of how terrible it is, but you find good moments throughout it. This isn't like, I don't know, for example, Morbius, where that thing is just awful and you have no idea how Hollywood made it in modern day. No. Jingle All the Way is its own beast, and I can't say it's good, but it's enjoyable. I have to say, Arnold Schwarzenegger actually turns in a pretty decent performance as Howard. I can't get... I don't know how they thought making Arnold's name Howard wouldn't, make anyone burst into laughter, because Arnold Schwarzenegger does not look like someone who would be named Howard. But his performance is actually pretty decent. I believe that he's a workaholic dad who runs this mattress company and is always there just doing his thing and is never home, be with his wife and kid. I really like Arnold in this movie, and I've been following the now playing podcast Arnold Schwarzenegger retrospective. That guy can turn in some shitty performances. End of days. But this one, no. I really like him here. I think he's good. Does he go over the frickin' top? Absolutely. But in a movie like this, you almost have to do that. If we're going to talk about performances, let's talk about Jake Lloyd. You know what? He's not terrible here. And I don't even think he was that bad in Phantom Menace. I don't know why people harp on him so much for that performance. I mean, he was okay in Phantom Menace, and he's decent enough here, but he's not like the worst thing ever. He's definitely not the worst thing about the movie. Jake Lloyd here just kind of seems like your normal child actor. You know, just giving in your typical child actor performance. He's nothing amazing. He's also not too terrible. He's just kind of there. It was a little tough for me to believe that he and Arnold Schwarzenegger were father and son, though. I don't know why. They do not look alike at all, and it was just hard to rationalize that, oh yeah, Jake Lloyd is the son of Arnold. Like, no, he's not. I'm sorry, Jamie, but you were actually adopted. Ah! The performer I really want to talk about here is Phil Hartman, which, if you know Phil Hartman, you would know him primarily from his roles on The Simpsons as, "Hi there, I'm Lionel Hutz," or, "Hi, I'm actor Troy McClure." You might remember me from such films as... Phil Hartman was like a staple throughout the 90s, and man, he gives a weird performance here, but it's really good. You just love to hate this guy. He plays an absolute sleazeball throughout this entire movie. He's like trying to steal Arnold's wife while Arnold is off trying to get the Turbo Man doll for Jamie for Christmas. And Phil Hartman's like, "Hey, Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife, you know, I just got divorced recently, and seems like you're heading down that path too. Want to get in my back seat and test out its density?" I don't know what movie Phil Hartman thought he was in, but man, it's his performance doesn't match the tone of Jingle All the Way at all, but I love it for that reason. He is the best actor in this movie. Also, Sinbad is in this movie. And, yeah, Sinbad. What is he known for? Why is his name Sinbad? Is he a rapper? Is he one of those rapper guys? Like, I know the name Sinbad, but is it because everybody thought he was in that Genie movie? What was it, Kazam or something? But it turned out it was somebody else that was in it, and it was like a Mandela thing. Is that what he's known for? Because he sure as hell ain't known for this, because I didn't know he was in this. Sinbad's performance is also a little bit off in this movie. He's very unhinged, but he plays unhinged very well. The scene where they're in the skyscraper and he's telling off these cops with this bomb that he has, and he has no idea that it's an actual bomb. I'm like, oh look, a mail bomb joke in Jingle All the Way. That's topical. No joke, while I was watching this, when Arnold comes down from the top of the skyscraper and Sinbad leaves the supposed bomb package there, I literally said, wouldn't it be funny if, like, it was an actual bomb? They probably won't go that far, though. Not 2 seconds later, you hear the boom in the background, and you see the window light up. I'm like, oh, they went there. And I gotta give the movie props for that. They went for it. They went for that joke, and you know what? It worked for me. I laughed at that. I was like, that's funny. Bomb jokes. Also, Jim Belushi is here. A reuniting of Red Heat. Guys ever seen Red Heat? I don't know why people don't like it. I liked it. Jim Belushi plays that mall Santa, which there's where the difference between the theatrical and the extended cut come in. There's really only one full scene that's reinserted into the movie in the extended cut. This movie barely reaches 90 minutes if you watch the theatrical cut. The supposed extended cut's like 94 minutes long, and that's because there's a whole song number with all of these mall Santas that was cut out from the theatrical cut. It's back in the extended cut. I haven't seen it, so I can't judge if it's good or not. Also, the post-credit scene is put before the credits in the extended cut, which, in my opinion, makes the joke work better, but hey, I digress. I feel at its core that Jingle All the Way has a lot of heart to it, with a lot of, like, obscene humor. It really serves as, like, kind of a commentary on American consumerism, and I cannot believe I'm saying that a movie with the title Jingle All the Way has commentary on f***ing American consumerism. But it kind of does. The Turbo Man doll is basically the Tickle Me Elmo or the Cabbage Patch Kids of this universe, and everybody wants one. And the fact that people are willing to commit physical assault to get one, that's insane. but it's pretty accurate to modern day because just think back a few years ago when Black Friday was a huge deal. People were willing to punch each other over $200 off of a TV. I kind of miss those days, I'm going to be honest. This movie does keep its tone throughout, though, which I appreciate. It's a very satirical film, and it's very funny, especially during the scene where Arnold's in the ball pit. Hi, little girl. Can I have that ball? I'm not the pervert. I just wanted the Turbo Man doll. So many quotable lines throughout this movie. I will say, though, I feel more sympathy for Sinbad's character than I do Arnold's character. Maybe it's because Sinbad is more unhinged than Arnold is, and he's willing to commit more physical assault to get his kid the gift that he wants for Christmas more. I feel more sympathy for him, though. I did think it was nice that Jamie gave his exclusive Turbo Man action figure to Sinbad. I think it's kind of awkward, though, because he's going to jail at the end of the movie. How's he going to get the Turbo Man to his kid? Is he going to trust the cop to take it to his kid? The cop's probably going to give it to his kid. The movie has an absurd premise with absolutely ludicrous characters, but man, is it a fun watch. But the final third of this film, when Arnold gets into that Turbo Man suit and starts flying around and blowing things up and has a big action sequence, no, I check out immediately. Mostly because the special effects are awful. I mean, they're asylum bad. When he's flying through that cityscape, I'm like, I can see the green screen line. And I know why now. Because when doing research for this, I found out that this movie had a production time of 9 months. From script to shooting to editing to being released in theaters, 9 months. And that's why these special effects look like shit. There's no excuse for that. You should have taken longer to fix those special effects, but holy crap. So bad. Also, I don't really like the fact that it ends in a big action sequence. That's not what this movie was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a heartwarming story of a dad trying to get a toy for his kid. I don't need to see Arnold do pratfalls in a Turbo Man outfit and fly into buildings and beat up Sinbad. I don't need to see that. I felt like Jingle All the Way lost focus at the end. And again, crazy that I'm saying Jingle All the Way lost focus. It's called Jingle All the Way. Why are you thinking this, man? Despite the third act being very lackluster, it doesn't ruin the rest of the experience for me. And I'm going to recommend that you see Jingle All the Way. I had a fun time while I was watching it. I think I laughed out loud once, and that was when the bomb went off. But I had a lot of giggles throughout, and honestly, it has a lot of heart to it. Yes, it's bad. Yes, it doesn't come together perfectly. You have to give it some liberties. Phil Hartman is in a completely different movie. That subplot doesn't really work, but it's so weird and fun that it's here. It's just kind of special. You know, I can see why so many people think that it's a cult classic. And I kind of agree with that. I think it is a cult classic. It's very fun because of how bad it is. So yes, I recommend that you see Jingle All the Way because you really just need to experience this to really fully grasp what I am saying here about it. Number 4, where should you pick this product up? Same answers as number 1. And number 5, what price should you pay? Well, the Blu-ray is worth probably around $5 to $10. That's probably the best way that you're going to see it. Honestly, though, this Blu-ray doesn't look the best. I mean, I feel like they used the original transfer from 2007 because why would you go back and rescan film for fucking Jingle All the Way? It didn't look amazing. The colors were kind of muted. It kind of seemed like it was just upscaled from a DVD, but it's the best quality you're going to get for Jingle All the Way right now. So yeah, I'd pick up the Blu-ray. All right, so that wraps up this home media review, and this wraps up home media reviews for 2022. Honestly, when I made the choice to only do animated movies for season 4 of home media reviews, I wasn't sure how it was going to be received. It was an experiment, no doubt. I saw what videos did well and what videos did not do well. Nobody apparently wanted to hear me talk about the Clone Wars movie, even though that's a very nostalgic piece of history for me. Nobody wanted to hear me talk about that. But then something like Hotel Transylvania, apparently a lot of you wanted to hear me talk about that one. It was an experiment and one that I'm pretty much happy with. I think season 4 did pretty well in terms of the view counts and the ratings and such. I'm glad that you all stuck with it throughout its hectic production schedule. And I'm glad that you all have stuck with me throughout this last year of 2022. This year has been so crazy. Very high highs and very low lows in my personal life and here on the YouTube channel and online and such. I mean, it's been a very roller coaster of a year, if I do say so myself. I can't tell you right now the plans I have for season 5 of Home Media Reviews, other than there will be a season 5. It's not over yet. It won't be over till it's over. I have no plans to stop this series anytime soon because you guys like it and I like making it. So until I hate making it or until you guys don't want to watch it, it's just going to keep coming. There will be a update video coming out in the first few weeks of January of 2023 that will detail most of the content coming to the channel in 2023. And also talk about the terms of my break because, I need one. This last few weeks of work have been pretty hectic, y'all, not gonna lie. It's gonna be nice to not have to worry about uploading for about a month or two. That'll be nice. I want to thank you guys so very much for watching this last year of content, for sticking with me. We're almost at 5,000 subscribers. That's insane to me that 5,000 of you guys, almost 5,000 of you guys want to watch this stuff that I make. That's wow. Thank you all for that. We hit 4,000 at the beginning of this year, I think it was. Or was it the end of last year? I can't remember when we hit 4,000 subscribers. Somebody will tell me in the comments, I bet. I bet it'll be Gumrobber. Bet it'll be you. See, I know your usernames, Gumrobber, JGameGuy. I know you guys. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, guys. I love every single one of you, and if I could hug you all personally, I would. Unfortunately, I can't. But I would if I could, and you know what? It's the thought that counts there. I'm going to go to sleep now because I'm really tired. Thank you all so very much for watching. I will see you all in 2023. Good night, everybody.